the very first people that were living here. Now, they called them Indians, the Henry Hudson's men, but we actually know their name today as being part of the Lenape tribe. Now, the Lenape people are credited with building the street that we all know today as Broadway. Yes, Broadway was originally a Native American trail that dates back to the 1400s. I know, pretty wild, huh? Now, Henry Hudson takes all the information back to the Dutch government, and he explains it all to him. He says, this is the most habitable land you've ever seen. The Dutch are amazed. They call it New Amsterdam. And then they say, Henry Hudson, for finding this treasure, you are fired. Get out. Well, yeah, they fired him. Because remember, he had one job. Find a shortcut to India. And he came back with this. So if you guys take anything away from that story, just remember, the only reason the Dutch ever found New York City was because Henry Hudson never gave up looking for India. You figure that one out, yeah. Now over here on your left-hand side, you are going to see the tallest building in the United States. That is the One World Trade Center. Now, the One World Trade Center goes up 1,776 feet into the air. Some of you may recognize that number. That is also the year that the United States claimed its independence, 1776. Now, that's going to be 541.325 meters. What makes it the tallest building in the U.S.? Building itself. It's actually the antenna on top. Without that antenna, it is the same exact size as the second Twin Tower. Now, the second Twin Tower today is only the fourth tallest building in the U.S. So technically, if you're not counting antennas, the tallest building in the United States would actually, aka Billionaires Row. Yeah, billionaires with a B. So if any of my single Pringles were out here looking for love, that's the best place to start looking. Okay. Now, let's say you want to go all the way up to the very top of the One World Trade Center. You can go up to the 102nd floor. Anything above that is not for tourism. Well, now that I mention it, the 102nd floor is also not really for tourism, because if you want to go up there, you have to rent out the entire floor. Yes, the whole thing could be yours for $12,000 an hour. Yes, an hour. And you guys, that's just the room. That's not catering or drinks or the staff or the bartenders. That's just the room. Oh, I don't know what you guys are doing after this, but maybe we could all throw some money in a bucket, we'll go up there for a couple hours or something, huh? No? Oh, no, yeah, all right, one person. That's two people. There we go. That'll get us like 30 minutes, I think. Now, the 101st floor, that's where you're going to find the food, the drinks, the live music, nice stuff. And the 100th floor, it's just for the views. You have floor-to-ceiling windows, 360 degrees. On a nice, clear day, you can see New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and the Atlantic Ocean, all from that one spot. Now, just make sure you go on a nice clear day because you're paying for the views, okay? So if you go up there and there's clouds and everything, guess what? They don't refund your ticket. So make sure you go on a nice clear day. Now, over here on your right-hand side, you're seeing this red stone building over here next to the water. That building is an old abandoned train station. Now this train station played a key part in the movement of the legalized immigrants coming out of Ellis Island. So Ellis Island, once the immigrants were there, they were documented and then given a couple of places to go. They were either allowed to come into New York City, New Jersey, or they could go to this and take it further into the United States and kind of, find their way out from there. Now we'll talk a little bit more about Ellis Island and all of that just a little bit later, but for now, let's look over here, back on your left-hand side, you guys. You are seeing Borough. This is Brooklyn. So you've seen Manhattan. Now you can see Brooklyn. And if you look to the front of the boat, you're going to see that massive bridge over there. That bridge is called the Verrazano. The Verrazano. Remember the guy who